Before a coffee shop even opens its doors, the environment is already working against the barista. Coffee beans are highly hygroscopic, meaning they constantly absorb and release moisture from the air. As the ambient temperature and humidity shift throughout the day, the structural density of the beans changes right along with it. That physical change means you can't just press a button and hope for a perfect extraction. You're aiming for a very specific physical result, a viscous, hazelnut-colored liquid that flows like warm honey. To hit that mark consistently, the industry relies on a strict 1-to-2 extraction ratio. That means if you start with exactly 18 grams of dry ground coffee in your basket, you need it to yield exactly 36 grams of liquid espresso in the cup. But hitting that weight isn't enough on its own. You have to extract that 36-gram yield within a tight window of 25 to 30 seconds. If you ignore these variables and fail to mathematically calibrate your grinder to these exact targets, the machine will produce erratic shots. The coffee will taste completely different from one order to the next, guaranteeing a chaotic service before the morning rush even begins. Step 1 is setting a baseline to see exactly how the coffee is behaving right now. Place your portafilter on a digital scale, zero it out, and grind exactly 18 grams of coffee into the basket. Next, you need to compact those grounds into an even puck. This requires specific biomechanics. Keep your back straight, lock your wrist, and let the vertical weight of your shoulder press down. Do not press by bending your wrist. Repeating a bent wrist motion hundreds of times during a high-volume shift places enormous strain on the tendons, leading directly to debilitating conditions like carpal tunnel syndrome. Lock the portafilter into the machine and start your extraction. You need to start your timer the exact moment the water begins flowing, and stop it the microsecond the liquid weight hits 36 grams. Notice that we measured yield in grams, not milliliters. The golden foam on top of the espresso, the crema, is full of trapped gases. It creates a deceptive visual illusion, making the shot look like it has more volume than it actually does. Relying strictly on the digital scale's weight removes those optical illusions and human error. It gets you the only objective data baseline you can use to correct the machine. Now look at the final time on your stopwatch. That single number tells you exactly what happened to the chemical balance of the shot. Based on that time, your baseline extraction will reveal one of 3 possible visual and temporal outcomes. If the shot reached 36 grams in under 25 seconds, it is sub-extracted. The water rushed through the coffee bed too quickly and didn't have time to dissolve the structural sugars. The resulting drink will be thin, sour, and leave a salty taste on the palate. If the shot took longer than 32 seconds, it is over-extracted. The flow was choked. The water sat in the grounds too long, breaking down unwanted plant matter and phenolic compounds. This produces a cup that is intensely bitter, dry, and tastes like ash. The ideal shot finishes smoothly between 25 and 30 seconds. In this precise window, the acids, sugars, and complex carbohydrates dissolve in perfect harmony. The stopwatch is actually an objective instrument that maps the chronological sequence of chemical dissolution inside the cup. If your baseline shot falls outside that 25 to 30 second window, you must make a mechanical correction using the grinder's adjustable collar. By making a microscopic adjustment to this collar, you change the distance between the burrs inside the grinder. To fix a fast, sub-extracted shot, turn the collar toward a finer grind to pack the particles tighter and slow the water down. To fix a choked, over-extracted shot, turn the collar toward a coarser grind to open up the flow. The moment you move that collar, you must execute the purge protocol. Grind and immediately discard 3 to 5 grams of coffee. If you skip the purge, the old coffee already trapped inside the grinding chamber will mix with the new grind size you just set. Your next shot will be contaminated by 2 different particle sizes, invalidating the calibration and wasting time. Now perform a verification pull. By repeating the exact 18-gram protocol, you confirm that your newly adjusted grinder yields a perfect 36-gram shot within the 25 to 30 second window. Chemically, the espresso is now dialed in. It will deliver vibrant acidity, deep sweetness, and a prolonged pleasant finish. But the procedure doesn't end with the coffee. Before taking the next order, you must reset the station. Adhering to a strict clean-as-you-go mandate is crucial. Instantly purging the machine's group head and wiping the station eliminates physical friction. A clean workspace prevents operations from slowing down and keeps the bar from collapsing during a rush. Achieving mathematical consistency in the grinder and maintaining absolute cleanliness at the station achieves a specific goal. It frees up your cognitive bandwidth, allowing you to stop worrying about the mechanics and focus entirely on delivering genuine hospitality under intense pressure.